Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to talk about the 10 hottest new lip balms that are out right now. Like, the market needs to slow down on it. Like, I can't keep up. Every single week a new brand, whether it's Essence Cosmetics, whether it's Dior or Gucci, they're launching their own version of the viral Summer Fridays. It's really hard to know which one to get though, because there's just so many options. So what I thought would be a really interesting idea is to rank my top 10. I have them all laid out here, and we're gonna rank them 1 through 10. So my honorable mention, which I actually don't have with me, is gonna be the K-Skin Lip Balm. I'm gonna include the picture right over here. This one is a very thick formula. That's why I didn't break the top 10, because I do like it. I just find it gets a little bit too goopy, but it does hydrate really well. So it's a give and take. I mean, you'll see the goopiness come in the middle of the lips, and that's super annoying, but it hydrates better than most other of the balms that are in this video. So that's why it's really good. Also, I feel like over time it doesn't wear the best, because the product itself literally doesn't sit the best in the container. I have a hard time getting it out. It just doesn't squeeze properly. It clumps together. Okay, but in 10th place, this is a somewhat new one. This is the Cocoa Kind Lip Blur Balm, and it's in the shade BU. I really found myself going back and forth over if I liked it, because unlike the other lip balms that are in this video, this one is not focused on being glowy or being the shiniest. This one actually is more focused on hydrating the most and actually blurring, which is why I put it in, because I was really impressed at how well it hydrated the lip. It's really sheer, like most of the others, but it actually does not have the glow. And I was both annoyed by that, and I got it because it's supposed to be the blur balm, so it kind of makes sense. But I was also like, it looked super nice. So I would say this is like a good formula that could be better, but it's not the worst, and the packaging is kind of cute. So that gets my 10th place. In 9th place, this one is kind of a little bit of a cheat, but it does still qualify as a lip balm. This is the Too Faced Pillow Balm, and it's in the shade Pink Pineapple Kiss, and I really have grown to like this a lot. It is probably the most unusual treatment balm product that I've tried, because what makes this one so unique is it also has less of a shine, but it is probably one of the most hydrating glosses I've tried. It's a lip treatment, and I feel like this truly treats the lips and it nourishes them. It's really sheer, so not too much pigment, and it almost has a somewhat blurring matte finish, similar to the Cocoa Kind, but this one has just enough shine to where I feel like it actually does hydrate, but also add a little bit of a glow. It's just not in that squeezy tube viral type of packaging, which I'm fine with because I actually prefer this one. Then in 8th place, I have the Laneige Lip Glowy Balm. This one is in the shade Berry, not Cherry. And this is not the new Donut Glaze one. This is the original Glowy Balm. And the reason why it doesn't get higher than 8th is because I find this one is really sticky. It's really thick, and I just don't like how thick it is. That's my personal preference. I like a more thin one. But I will say this one has a lot of color to it, and it looks super shiny. Probably one of the most gorgeous finish in any of the balms I'm trying out today. So every time I use it, I'm like, it looks so pretty. It doesn't feel the most comfortable, but it's like that give and take. I just feel like it's so pretty that it had to go into 8th and not lower. And I had to put in the video because it is a classic. Like, everyone knows the Laneige Lip Glowy Balm. I think there's better, but this is still a really nice product. I will say this one is probably one of the most scented balms, so if you like that, that's definitely points for it. But if you don't, you're really gonna hate this, because this smells a lot like a tropical berry. You will smell that the entire day. It will not go away, unlike some of the other ones. Okay, and then in 7th place, I don't think y'all are gonna be very happy with this one. The Ulla Henriksen Lip Treatment in the shade Pomegranate Fizz. This is another super viral balm formula, and they call it a lip treatment. It's a balm. I like this one, but every time I use it, I feel like I kind of like it less a bit, because I realize how super thick and goopy the formula gets. Don't get me wrong, this is a stunning finish on the lips. Like, it looks gorgeous. The hydration is there, the glow is there. Everything about this in theory should be good. They just missed the goopiness and the stickiness, because if you have long hair, this is the stickiest of the ones I'm showing all today. Like, I mean, this, it sticks to everything, it goops to each other, and it's just, if you put too much, it's messy. If you put one thin layer, you can make it work. I can make it work, but I like to layer out my glosses for the most hydration. I love Ulla Henriksen, and I actually do really like this formula. I reach for it a ton. I just feel like it's just too sticky, and the more I've discovered all these other ones, it's like, I don't know. It does smell really nice. These actually have quite a lot of pigment. They have a lot of shades. This is the Pomegranate Fizz, the sparkly one they launched last summer, and this has so much pigment, it makes the lips look red, gives a nice popsicle look. So I will give it that. This is definitely what it claims to do. I think it's just a bit too sticky for my liking, and I wish I liked it more, but it is gonna have to take my 7th place. Okay, and then in sixth place, I actually don't have this one with me. I do have a video. I'm gonna put it right here because I have shown this on my lips. It is the Supergoop new lip balm, the SPF 31, I think. Such a good formula. What I'm most impressed with this formula, why I put it in sixth place above these other classic formulas, despite being so new, is I was impressed that it has the SPF in it because I don't taste the sunscreen. I know with a lot of the other sunscreen bombs, I can't speak for the Glow Recipe one, although I've heard somewhat mixed reviews on that in the industry. The Aquaphor they have, they have the SPF 30 and you can taste the sunscreen and it's so unpleasant, but the Supergoop has such a pleasant smell. They have different shades and the sunscreen, you don't really get it until like it starts wearing down. That's why I did get six because you do kind of taste the sunscreen a little bit more, but that's way, way later. Like it wears super well. I didn't taste it for a long, long time. So I was really impressed with that. It's probably one of the most unique formulas because it's so, so thin, but it somehow like dries into the lips and gets a little bit thicker throughout the day. I was really impressed with the wear time and everything. And I kept finding myself wanting to put more of it on, which is very different because normally glosses and balms, you're like, they get a little bit too sticky, your lips need a break from it, but that one never left it being sticky. It is one of the most hydrating and non-sticky formulas I've tried. I was super, super impressed with it, and the SPF was just like the cherry on top. So I think Supergoop, very underrated new product that like they knocked it out of the park. Okay, this one's also kind of cheating, but then in fifth place, I'm gonna put the NYX Smushy Matte Lip Balms. I think these are very, very different than any other product I've tried, which is why they're fifth, because I couldn't put them higher despite how much I like them because they don't actually match what is a traditional viral lip balm today. They're a matte lip balm, which I know, like, does that even exist? Like, it's crazy to think that's a thing, but they actually made a matte lip balm that hydrates, feels like a lip balm, but is not glowy, but has pigment to where it blurs. It's actually an insane product, and it's so cute also. Like, the branding, especially for summer, it's amazing, but I'm most impressed with just the innovation of it. Like, this is the only product I can say is truly not a dupe of anything else. They didn't try to dupe Summer Fridays. They really made their own thing. And whereas the Cocoa kind tried to do something similar, I think they tried to mesh the shine and the matte. NYX went full into the matte, and I think they did it so, so well. Each of these has a different scent to it, and they have a completely different flavor to them, and they're actually super different. The formula is a little tad bit inconsistent, and I say that most with the Soft Smile shade. This one is a bit harder to use. Like, I find the pigment is so strong that it gets a little bit patchy, it soaks into the lines. But these other two, the Sassy Stuff and the She's Serving that I have, these two blew me away with how good they are. Like, these formulas are knocked out of the park, so different, and they're so cute and affordable also that I think these had to round up. We're going into the top four, and I feel like these are going to be a bit controversial now, honestly, because these are more non-conventional choices. In fourth place, I am putting the Point of View Ampit. It's the Amplifying Lip Ampule. I don't know if this counts as a balm, but it's so good that they need to put it into the viral marketing of a balm because this is probably one of the actually, this is the most hydrating, I think, in this whole video. This one, after I put it on my lips, feels so soft, and it's supposed to be a lip ampule treatment thing as you're doing makeup, like the Skin Prep Point of View does. It's just so, so good. Like, I was so crazy impressed. It has this really flexible silicone applicator that is actually, dare I say, better than Summer Fridays because it's longer. It has such a pleasant and subtle smell that I feel like if you don't like scents, you'll like it. If you do like scents, you'll like it. Very, like, universal. On all rounds, this is just a super, super solid lip balm product that I find myself wanting to put a ton because it's just so nourishing. But the glow on this, crazy. This has one of the most glowy finishes I've seen in a lip balm. It could move up, but the reason the other ones is because they have a more distinct feel to them versus this one is just a traditional, really, really well done lip. That does bring me into third place, which this one will be a little bit, I feel like people won't like this one, but I actually have the e.l.f. Glow Reviver Melting Lip Balm. This is the brand new launch, and this is in the shade Yummy Gummy, and maybe that's why it isn't in the top two, but top three is still pretty good. And especially because it's e.l.f., you could very, very well tell this is a 100% dupe for Summer Fridays. They didn't even try to hide it. This is just Summer Fridays' cheaper version, and it shows in the formula, I think. I hope I'm not giving away what first place is, but the thing about the e.l.f. one that I just don't like is it's so, so thin that they tried to dupe Summer Fridays, but they didn't get the consistency super right. It feels too thin and it just slides on the face so much. Like, it just slides everywhere. It transfers. It doesn't wear as well. The applicator is the exact same as the Summer Fridays, like no different. I still am giving this third place. So you know it's a good It's a good alternative to a lot of the more expensive lip balms. It is super shiny. It does hydrate for a time. It's definitely one of the more weightless formulas on here, and I think the price really moves it up for me because it's a really good version, elf take on it. And I did not like their dupe on the Laneige Glowy Balm, so I'm really happy this one's good. That puts me to second place, which actually is a big shot because I just have been starting to try this one out. This is the ColourPop Fresh Kiss Glossy Lip Balm, and I have this in the shade Watermelon Sugar, and I originally got this for this video. I was going to try it out and be like, I'm expecting this to go in the lower ranking if it even makes it to the rankings, and I was really shocked at how much I liked this. I've been using it for about a month now, and this has been one of my most reached lip balms, possibly dethroning #1 and some of the rest on here because it smells so tropical. It has such a pleasant scent to it. Flavor's amazing, and they have other scents and flavors also, but this one has the perfect blend of glow and pigment. I feel like I get enough pigment on my lips, but it's so crazy shiny and it hydrates. It's the perfect amount of sticky, and that it will, if you have long hair, it will most likely stick to it as most lip balms, but it just sticks and grips onto the lips enough to where I feel like it's doing something, and I don't need to reapply it all the time, but I'm comfortable reapplying. The e.l.f. one is really, really thin and it slides. This one grips and it doesn't slide and it hydrates. So I really love that. I love that style of product. And the pigment, cherry on top, the price, drugstore, cherry on top as well. Truly an all-around amazing lip balm formula that I'm shocked by. I'm actually think I'm gonna take it with me while traveling because it's just, I like if I lose it, it's not the most expensive, so I wouldn't be mad, but it's just so, so good. I think to no one's surprise, my first place is actually the Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm. I have this in the shade Pink Sugar. I've tried it in other shades, and I know people say it's overhyped, it's done, and it's too expensive. I originally thought that. I was like, it's a really good formula, and I still do think it's overpriced. But where this is the different lip balm, why it's the OG that started this trend, is this one, it just hydrates like no other. I feel like I could put this on day or night, and my lips always end up being perfect. They feel so soft, they feel so supple, they feel hydrated. I could put a lipstick right after and it wouldn't crease into the lines. Like, this one has some sort of magic ingredient that just makes it unlike the rest. The pigment is very sheer. Most people get it for the scents, the different shades for the scents and not the pigment, except for like that really deep brown one. This one is very sheer. It's just so unique. I don't even know what it's supposed to be because it's just pink sugar, but that's what makes it the top for me, is because they literally made their own scent so iconic to where you know you're smelling pink sugar. You know you're smelling the mint one. You know you're smelling whatever the new one they launched is. Like, they're so unique. They're not just artificial selling like the rest of these 9 are. It's truly, it's the OG for a reason. I don't know if they'll ever be dethroned. Like, people are like, Summer Fridays is overhyped, but you forget they started the lip balm trend. Like, this applicator was not that big before they launched it, and now it's like I would say like 9 out of these lip balms I showed. So I'm really impressed. This will always be the OG. I get you don't want to spend $24, so I definitely think there's alternatives, but I do think this is the best. I think this just has to get the gold. But we made it through. Those are my 10 or 11 lip balm rankings. There are so many others. I've tried so many others. Each brand is going to keep launching their own because these sell. Like, I mean, these lip balms sell because they're the trend right now, especially in the summer. You don't want to put a full lip gloss, so you just pop on a lip balm. So I know there's going to be more that will probably dethrone these, but those are my 11 picks that I thought I was like, I could recommend to y'all. I think they're good. I think the market is heading in the right direction. Just maybe leave the lip balms a little bit behind. It's getting a bit too much. It's too oversaturated now. So let me know if you have any other questions. I will see y'all later, and I hope you have an amazing day.